good afternoon, you cool cats and kittens. Welcome to another Flight Deck Sim video.
Okay, right, guys, good afternoon, you cool cats and kittens. Welcome to another Flight Deck Sim live stream. Today is the 21st of April 2020. For some reason, 1 minute just before the stream started, Marion, I wanted to say that, referencing the fact that we've just watched that Netflix series the Tiger King. Unbelievable. Guys, welcome aboard. As I said, 21st of April 2020. It's just gone past 5:30 here in the evening. And here we are back in X-Plane 11. Vulkan 1150 B4 beta. We're going to go and test it out in a short sector from Warsaw Chopin to Berlin Tegel. Quite a short flight, around 1 hour or so. Basically, about on Sunday we streamed to the 737-200 by FlyJSim. Absolutely love that aircraft. And X-Plane crashed on approach, and I've been having some performance issues recently, so I thought, you know what? Let's go try the beta, which everyone's been talking about. I installed it in the early hours of this morning. I spent hours and hours and hours, and thank you to the guys in Discord, you know who you are, who helped me set it up. And what a performance increase I had. My frames basically doubled to around 55-60 FPS. I've done some tinkering. I've put the sliders quite far right, and now I can pretty much complete a flight with ortho complex weather at around 30 to 35 frames per second, with most of the sliders at full blast. And it's really improved many things. It's a bit buggy. There's a few plugins that don't work, but the important ones do, which is better pushback, X-Pilot, so we are on that sim today, and all the Fly with Lewis scripts are working too. So yeah, let's give it a test. We have tested this sector earlier with some of the members, seem to work all completely fine. Hopefully we'll have no issues today. So here we are in the terminal. You can see this man is clearly admiring and wishing he booked a ticket with Alpaca Airways here, but yes, this scenery, cannot pronounce the man who made this. Is it Dr. Zwiecki? My apologies, but it's a very, very nice pay-you-air airport. But yes, we're just about to commence boarding. Here we are. Nice to see some other aircraft here. We've got a fleet of alpacas, and we've got a Brazilian airline here with a lot call sign, but yeah, very nice scenery indeed. Really, really pleased with that. Thank you very much, Charlie Wall says hi, cool cat. Thank you very much. I can't believe it. She literally said a minute before, and I said no, not doing it. She said please, please, please. So yeah, we did. Yes, Carol Baskin is in the house, it would seem. Right, let's jump into the ZIBO mod. This is a pre-release version as well. ZIBO's been busy fine-tuning again the automation. What's this version? It's not even public yet. 34022D, and I'm sure he'll release this version after the stream is over, once everything's been fixed and looking good. So yes, flight time to Berlin around 1 hour or so, and just to show you my frames right now, at the moment around 30 frames per second. When I loaded in Vulkan, it was by default around 60, but I've put loads of the sliders to right. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can certainly see here in the screen, it's looking really, really nice and clear. So I don't know. I'm hoping that the quality for you is just as good. According to the guys watching earlier on the test stream, to the members, they said it looks a little better, but I think it looks loads better here. You'll notice that there's a black toolbar here at the bottom as well. The reason is, Streamlabs OBS didn't recognise X-Plane full screen anymore in Vulkan, so I've had to make it windowed for allow it to see that, and that's just made this little black line. But it doesn't really matter. That means that I can just put the you know, the top dono, top member, whatever, at the bottom there. So it's worked out quite nicely. Excellent stuff. Thank you very much, Michael Bremner, for the £5 donation. Can you do a barrel roll at some point in the flight? Lol. Michael Bremner, not today. We're actually going to do the flight all to real world conditions. As per usual. We do occasionally have some fun streams, but we're just going to crack on with a normal flight from A to B. Live weather, live time, lovely day here in Warsaw. Battery on, GPUs on the bus, landing gear levers down, ship's library, check up documentation, that's all fine. We'll pop on the electric hydraulic pumps. Fire and fault test, but you might be able to already see that... fire test all good. Six lights coming on, fastest sign on. Thank you very much to Charlie Ward, who's also joined as a member today. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. You'll get all the exclusive members only content. And thank you very much to Nervadux. I have an i7-7700K and it works so well in X-Plane. That's really cool to hear. Thank you very much for your donation. Yes, the frames right now 30 to 35, but you can just tell it's running so smoothly. There's no none of these stuttering, no glitches. It's just so much better. Touch wood. It could crash because it is still in testing, but it's much clearer because I've been able to turn up my settings loads. You'll notice little texture issues here. That is purely down to Vulkan, and some of the shadows are dodgy, but I've even turned on ground shadows out here, so this is all new as well. I'm able to handle it now, which is really cool. So let's go back into the flight deck here. Seatbelts on, push a 10. There we are. Flaps up, matches the flap lever position. Cargo fire test is coming up. There we go. Manual gear extensions closed, circuit breakers are in, up on the up overhead panel. To wait 4 minutes for the stall warning test after getting AC power. Mac airspeed warning test is done. Let's put that to VHF1, turn on that. Nav, I think it was 9 minutes from earlier. 9 minutes to line the IRS at this latitude. No INS to worry about today, thankfully. Circuit breakers this side, and we can now commence boarding as well. So there we are, start flight leg. So let's get the passengers on board, and we'll also preload the fuel weight and balance as well. So payload, let's put on, how many passengers did I say? I completely forgot. Well, let's use what we used a couple of days ago. 170 passengers, which is 57.6, so 170 passengers. So 170 packs. Enter. There we are. You can see the aircraft hunkering down as the weight increases. Fuel-wise, let's take a little look at the flight plan. Lovely day in Berlin, but quite gusty winds, but the visibility is really good. We should have clear skies the entire sector. Charts, you can see here, we only need 5.6. Let's take an extra 20 minutes just because of VATSIM. So that'll be an extra 800 kilos.
50,
let's take 6.4 tons
30,
of fuel.
20.
Give me 2 seconds, buddy. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Let me just get the fuel there before I forget. 6.4, enter. Fuel, cool fuel truck. Excellent note. Fuel is on the way. Thank you very much, Newbie, coming in for another donation. That's very kind. Did you see that? The £3 donation for Mariana for her intro.
Oh, thanks.
That's fine. I'll make sure, genuinely, when you guys say that's for Mariana for her input, I make sure that she gets that from the YouTube. So thank you very much, Newbie. Very, very kind of you. Cool. So fuel's on its way. We can now do the pre-flight inspection. So there was ATC here. It's one of the reasons I chose this sector. Oh, he's just come back on, but there's no ATIS, unfortunately. So looking at the latest META, let's have a look. It's a lovely day here. Clear skies, wind from the northeast at 10 knots, 14 degrees. QNH is 1025. So I'll punch that in here. QNH of 1025. That's showing the elevation of Warsaw, which is, I'm trying to find it on the chart here, 362 feet. Yeah, that makes sense. So we'll set the MFRA as well. But I'll use the actual Boeing onboard performance tool. I'll do that shortly. Actually, no, I'll do it now. Let me just find out what my takeoff weight is, guys. 63.6 tons. So I've already punched all this information
50,
into the
40,
OPT in front
30,
of me.
20, 10.
Thank you very much to Nervadex. He's just come in with a donation. What's happened to Streamlabs? It's gone a bit funny on my screen. Oh, he's just Nervadex. That's the second donation. Very kind, sir. To become a pilot, is the Air Force a good route? Yeah, I mean, it's a common route by a lot of people. Not as common as it used to be, because Air Forces are nowhere near as big as they used to be. But yeah, it's one way to get in. But you join the Air Force to do that. You serve your time as in the Air Force as well. But you could go the commercial route privately as well. I had to self-fund myself as well. Cool. But yeah, thanks for the donation, man. Right, MFRA says 1370 on the official Boeing onboard performance tool. So we'll set that. But yeah, it's so much clearer. The displays. I have no idea if that's Vulkan. I mean, my plan is to use this now. The only thing that isn't really working is X-Vision, but I think the picture looks really good. Another thing I've noticed, textures are slightly off. I've got the texture setting not on the highest, but it is to high. But sometimes if you really zoom in on the ortho, it's not as clear as it was. But you remember, this is in a beta. There's still changing many things there. So QNH is set, MFRA is set. We'll have a bit of terrain now, a bit of airport as well. Let's turn up the flight deck lighting. We've timed this, so hopefully on the approach it'll be right just after sunset, so it should be quite pretty. So FMC, we've got the latest air rack, which is 2004.
50,
Thank you very much, Daniel,
30,
for a very generous
20,
donation, £10 coming in.
10.
A supermarket dinner for two for you both, for always dedicating so much of your time and effort to this channel. Thank you very much, Daniel. We obviously have much more time available at the moment, but it's our absolute pleasure to come in and do these streams at the moment. I'm enjoying it too. What did you say? With Tesco Finest, there are other supermarkets available, but that would cover quite nicely one of their meal in for two. That's very, very kind, Daniel. Thanks. I'll remember that. Thank you very much, Todd Gibley. £2 tip from Mariana Baskin's awesome intro. Thank you very much, Todd Gibley, for your generous donation there. Very, very kind. Yeah, you know, she is funny. You know, I just thought just prior to the stream, I said no. She said no, it'll be funny. She was right.
Minimums.
What a ridiculous show as well. My goodness, some of these chaps are very bizarre. Thank you very much for David Whitson for coming in for the membership there. Oh, got another member coming in too. That's Matt Owen. Welcome both of you on board. You'll get all the exclusive members only content for our members only Discord.
50,
Thank you very
40,
much. Oh my goodness,
30,
guys, very generous.
20,
Stand by. Let me just get
10.
at least the call side in. We're going to be the Alpaca 67 Foxtrot today. That's just completely randomly chosen. Thank you very much to oh no, that was Todd. That was your donation coming. I was a bit I jumped ahead of the gun there. Thank you very much again. It's a little bit late sometimes, the thing that pops up. Cool. So departure.
50,
Thank
40,
you. Runway
30,
33.
20,
And
10.
the SID we're expecting from runway 33 is going to be the LOLC 5 Kilo. Thank you very much as well to Connor Martin coming in with a couple of pounds. What other job roles have you worked in aviation? Well, thank you very much, Connor Martin. I was very fortunate to land straight onto the 737 as my first proper airline commercial job. For those who are new to the stream, you'll always find this amusing.
With a chicken flipper on board.
Chicken flipper? I used to sell chickens at a well-known supermarket in the UK, which I did for 3 years, pretty much full-time after I finished school. Yeah, thanks very much, Jorge 345. It doesn't take long. No doubt Anthony will pipe up at some point if he's here in the stream too. But yeah, if you're young here and you want to get into the airline's first job, the recruitment team, and I know this because I've got many friends here in the recruitment team, they really want hard-working people. They don't want someone who's just come straight out of school, done nothing. You know, I've flown with a captain who used to flip burgers at McDonald's when I was an FO. You know, more of my best mates we had those jobs when you were at school. It shows that you're out there getting work. And yeah, the job wasn't the best, but whilst I did it, you know, it was earning money, and that's all that mattered. You know, back then when you're 17, 18 years old, all you want to do is spend as much money in your pub. Make sure you're over 18, of course. Right, after LOLC, Tango 174 or 21 if you're in America. Going to Indig. Lima 980 to ADVAB. Director Gillas. Unbelievably, this is the first time we've flown into Berlin. I can't believe I haven't been there before. We've actually flown out of it, and I bought the scenery for it by Aerosoft, but yeah, first public stream into Berlin. Director Renki, and it's going to be Renki 5 Zulu for ILS 08 left. Strong easterly winds there today, and it's via the Lanham transition route. Activate. We do need to execute it later after the first officers check the routing, but obviously we're single pilot, we can do that straight away. So 0 fuel weight 57.4. Our reserves are for Berlin Schönefeld, just around the corner. Some of that's going to be 2.6 tons. Cost index 30. Hot level 360 for the cruise today. That's executed. Up to the up overhead panel. We'll punch in 360 up here. The elevation in Berlin Tegel is, if I can find the chart, 122 feet. So we'll punch in 100 here. That should be on steady. That's looking good. So top climb wind, we can punch in here at the cruise wind page for now. Top of climb 360, 022 at 31. Top of climb ice, deviation is +1. Coming straight in from the OPT then, the performance says 63.6, we could take full 22k, and we could take 40 degrees assumed temperature as well. 89.4, it says 88.3, that makes sense because the AP bleeds off, so that's looking good. V speeds are 39, 43. we've got 39, 39, 43, matching the official OPT to the knot. Beautiful. Right, so that's all good. CG is 19.0. 6 units can come on in here. Actually, I just pressed that. I'm guessing the ZIBO mod now just takes that straight from the OPT. It does. That's pretty cool. So you just have to push CG now instead of push it in manually. Cool. So up to the upper overhead panel, your damper can come on. Nav transfer display switches are normal auto. Check the crossfeed valve. Bright, dim, bright, and then off. Fuel pumps on. That is a beautifully clearer overhead panel for me. I really hope you're noticing this in the stream, how much crisper everything is looking in here. We'll get the APU booted up now as well. Right, so Sid. Let's show you where we are first. Habitat Airport. So let's start off there in Warsaw, Poland. So we are parked on apron 3, stand number 4 here. Pushback to face north on uniform 3. We're going to make a taxi out here via the apron, most likely onto Alpha Taxiway. We're going to make our way down here. Usually they prefer runway 29 for departure, but the wind's sort of favouring coming in from this direction, favouring 33. It could be 29. Not much of a issue. If we have to change runway, we could just readjust the SID and briefing. And then when we've done the performance, we can technically take off from Hotel 2. And the SID we are flying today is the Losley 5 Kilo. It's an RNAV SID, so climbing straight ahead to Whiskey Alpha 801, Whiskey Alpha 802, Macus, and then Lolsey. Stop altitude 6,000 feet, so climb to 6,000 it says here. So we'll just punch in 6,100. That's just a reminder, so we don't have our clearance yet. Pop the flight directors on as well. And the expected runway heading is 327. So we'll punch in 327, 327, and 327. Happy days. We'll put on the VOR as well, which is 13:45. This is the VOR on station. Not on the airport. Cool. So that's all good. I'll turn this panel brightness up. There we go. That's better. Right. So FMC's loaded. Routing's in. I think it's a good time now to get the departure clearance. Oh, just we'll grab the ATIS as well. So 12045.
For nav approach departures runway 15.
I hope you can hear that.
Transition level 80. Wind 040 degrees 9 knots. Cab okay. Temperature 14. Dew point -2 QNH 1025 hectopascals. No significant change. You have received information Bravo.
So Bravo.
This is Warsaw.
Very funny, Daniel.
Observation at 1630. Expect the arrival runway 15 or nav approach departures runway 15.
Oh, runway 15 for departure. Whoops.
Wind 040 degrees 9 knots.
Why is it? What?
Cab okay. Temperature 14.
How is it runway 15 for departure with 040 at 9?
Hectopascals. No significant change. You have received information Bravo. Warsaw information Bravo. Observation at 1630.
So, I mean, with that wind, it's a tailwind, so I'll just double check with tower. 040 at 9. I mean, I think that's going to give us runway 15 is around a 4-knot tailwind. I'm very surprised it's 15, not 133, because otherwise we'll have a tailwind for much. But we'll confirm with the tower. 1183. I forgot to tune it up. 1183. The APU started up as well. Oh no, I did it already. There we go. Thank you very much, Swifty, for joining as a member. Welcome aboard. Glad you're enjoying the content, and you'll get all the exclusive members-only content as well. Thank you very much, Swifty. Love that username as well. Right, I'll just wait for the old otherwise it's quite distracting when getting your clearance. Order break can go to RTO now anyway. Rest is all set here. Rudder and aileron trim is centered. That's really slow today.
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
Thank you indeed. Warsaw, good afternoon. Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, stand for information Bravo, QNH 1025, departure clearance to Berlin Tegel, please.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, Okenchip Tower, good evening. We are cleared to Berlin, departure runway 15, via Lolsey 6 Delta, squawk for is 4563 and current weather information Bravo.
Cleared to Berlin, runway 15, Lolsey 6 Delta, departure squawk 4563, and we've copied Bravo, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Excuse me.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, feedback correct, call when ready for startup and pushback.
We'll go Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. So it is runway 15, so whenever you get a runway change, a lot of things you need to do. Firstly, I always start on the MCP, make sure this is all up to date and correct. So 147, no idea why. Maybe it's a preferential thing in, how do you pronounce it? Is it Ocasy? Ocasy. Sure. But you can see X-Pilot's working fine on Vulkan. Pushback is working good as well. So 147, 147. Now it's time to do the departure. So departure runway. Didn't let me do that, did it? There we go. Runway 15. That entry's a little bit incorrect.
Good evening, Alpaca 4130.
And then we're going for the Loki 6 Delta. Execute. Takeoff speed deleted, that's fine. So Lolsey Diblo. Let's just check the routing.
Walk 4567, weather information Bravo.
So it's my own fault really, because there you go, Lolsey direct to Diblo. So always check your flight plan, make sure they do link together, which they do. Lolsey Diblo. Yeah, in hindsight, and it's I think I used to say to guys in the sim, and I never do it myself. Get the clearance first before you start briefing anything, because it'll always change. And then performance. So I'm just going to change this in my OPT. So we've got different intersections here. Let's have a look at the chart. So let's check the performance for the most restrictive. We've got Sierra 2, so you can depart from Sierra 2, that's the earliest. So let's do that. 15 Sierra 2, same wind, so yeah, it is a tailwind. It's now saying that we can lift from there. Oh, it's exactly, look at that. That's just, it's 42 degrees. Well, we'll leave it at 40, because that's more conservative, otherwise it's the same V speeds, we just need to make sure they're reinserted. Takeoff, there we are, 39, 39, 43. They shouldn't change unless there's an obstacle. So yeah, that's it. Runway change, update the MCP, update the FMC, check the performance. In reality, you know, you have to rebrief everything. So yeah, actually, let's just change the SID. See, we're getting 37 frames per second. You get much better, but I've got my sliders turned up quite high now in X-Plane. Excuse me.
Tower, hello, you are clear to
Benny's
Berlin
burping away.
runway 15, via Lolsey 6 Delta, squawk for 4565.
There we are, so runway 15, now inbound to Whiskey Alpha 401. Whiskey Alpha 401. Whiskey Alpha 402, Gilal, Lolsey. Gilal, Lolsey, so that's correct. Just go and stop out. Yeah, it's 6,000 feet, so we're going to do that. 6,000 feet. I need to get in the habit, actually. We should also, I mean, this is a SOP specific thing at my operator. We always put the stop altitude here in the FMC as well, if it's not there. And we can punch that in just here, and that way everyone's happy. Right, just before we get the pushback organised, we're all ready to go. Sorry, just before I call for pushback, let's now request it. So, better pushback, pre-plan. This is now working completely fine. There's one I planned earlier. So,
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
There we are.
Ground to cockpit, towers driving up.
Yeah. We're getting here 30 frames. I mean, I'd get much more, guys, but I have turned up my sliders far to the right. And this is a complex payload airport. The ZIBO mod's quite a complex aircraft. There's no clouds, but I found with clouds there's not much difference. But yeah, the performance is mega. Good, so on time. Well, actually running a little bit late, because I said on the flight plan we'd due out at 45. Raphael, could you share the configs you have in your X-Plane right now? I will try my best at the end. I don't like to do it now because it pauses VATSIM. But at the end of the flight, I'll try and remember to go into my settings.
Okay,
so
all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
We're on stand 6 with
That's for the dual bleed.
Alpaca 443.
Freckles Aviation, do you have any more pasta? Well, we have lots of pasta. Maria's been cooking the recipe from one of the members, didn't you? Yeah, Giacomo, yeah. It's lovely.
Cleared to Berlin via the Wolsey 6 Delta, runway 15, squawk 45.
Right, that was brilliant. Well done. Martin Sanderson, afternoon. Hello to you.
443, correct call when ready for startup and pushback.
Alpaca 4130, ready for pushback and startup.
Who was that?
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
1025.
1025.
Alpaca 14, 040 degrees at 9 knots, runway 15.
Trudy, how do you turn ATC on? This is VATSIM, so you need to get the VATSIM plug-in and try that. Don't crash the stream again, yeah, I hope not. Fingers crossed. Oh, did you set your transport? No. I always do this on VATSIM, always. Thanks. Whoever that was. Cristiano Perlin. You spot the first thing I misstated. I forgot on purpose. Well done. Thank you very much to CRC who's just joined as a member. Thank you very much. Welcome on board, sir. Get all the latest members only content through our members only Discord. Thank you very much. Hello, Kessie Tower, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, stand 4 QNH1025, request push and start. I think I stepped on someone there.
Last station, call sign.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot for push and start, please.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, start up and pushback approved QNH1025.
Push start approved QNH1025, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Right, so we've been clear push start, air conditioning packs are off, anti-collision light is on, parking brake is now coming off, transponder out off, so yeah, we make our communication with the ground crew. Please check we're clear behind. And there goes the air bridge.
Starting
Betty,
pushback,
the number one, is
and
make
you
sure
may
all
start
passengers sat down.
engine.
Happy days. Look at that. Bang on 5 Zulu. So right now I'm at 25.30, but I might have to turn my sliders down straight a bit. So long as I stay above 25 in stream, or don't get kicked off offensive, that's fine. But yeah, this is maxed out here, and I've got all the shadows on for all the buildings, which I didn't have on before. What is that? I don't hear that, Riggs. Right, starting engine number 2. Tom's got up stuck mic again.
Lot 139, request push and start. Lot 139.
There we are, 25%.
Approved. Stand by for pushback. QNH1025. Standing by for pushback, lot 139.
There we are, so N2's increasing again, 1 EGT. Fuel flow's looking good. It's looking epic in the sim. It's looking absolutely epic. Starter count monitoring number 2, 246, 2 stable, starting engine number 1.
Number 5, information Bravo, request clearance to Berlin, please.
Alpaca 621, we are cleared to Berlin Tegel, departure runway 15 via Lordsey 6 Delta, squawk for...
Rumesh, when do you test oxygen masks? On the first flight of the day we test them. I don't do it in the sim for obvious reasons.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Brake set, there's 25%, fuel coming in.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Correct call when ready for startup and pushback. Lot 139, pushback approved. Try careful for the aircraft on your left hand side.
Love that internal engine start sound. It is good. It sounds in this one epic. Right, starter cut out. Monitoring engine number 1. 631 is stable. We can disconnect.
Load 387, please again.
Trudy Gordon, how do you use wing view? So on my keyboard I have X-Play's got a very, very good camera system. You can assign different views wherever you want in the virtual cockpit, and you know, my number 7 is left, number 8 is right.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
We will have fun up there. Thank you. Right, so yeah, we'd wait until they've seen the bypass pin, but we'll turn. Imagine that's been seen. Let's do the flow.
Taxi runway 15, hold short via Mike, Oscar, Alpha, Sierra, Delta.
So flaps coming in now. Flight controls. Full forwards and full back. Left, centre, right, centre. Here comes the rudders. Full right, centre, full left, centre. Recall. There we are. The before taxi checklist we'd now complete. Mark Spotter, how do you overcome push to talk fair? It's very common. Firstly, you're not alone. Everyone here, including myself, would have been worried for the first time using radio, be it on VATSIM or real aircraft. Just do it. Just do a radio check first. I just go on and that VATSIM mode. Just put your call sign as test. Just do a radio check. Make sure they can hear you. Read you back fine. Perfect. That's what I'd start with. Yeah, you'll get there, buddy. Right, so before taxi's done, flaps, have I forgotten anything? Usually. I'll keep an eye on chat. It's usually very useful to do that. Otherwise, let's get the taxi charts out and we will request taxi. There we are, uniform 3. So we should taxi to something along here. But it's quite complex here. You've got to be quite careful with where you're going. Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, request taxi.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, taxi to Hollywood Runway 15 via Uniform, Zulu, Alpha, Sierra and Delta.
Taxi holding point 15 via Uniform, Zulu, Alpha, Sierra, Delta, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. So, let's have a look here. So you got Uniform. I hate these charts from Jefferson. They're just not as clear. So you got Uniform here, Zulu is up here, look, Uniform 2, and then you have Alpha Sierra Delta.
Start approved, we'll wait for the pushback clips. Alpaca 443.
Alpha. I can't find Alpha on here. So Alpha's there. Sierra Delta. They are not clear, these charts, at all. There's Sierra. Right, I think we're going to go out via Uniform Zulu. It's got to be via here. I can't even see Zulu. I'll wing it. I've got my own charts here. Put your far clearer, right. Oh wait, can we have some Are You Real Pilots in chat? Clear left, clear right. Jet config. There we are. No takeoff config boarding horn. A is parallel to runway, yes, it's just getting there via Uniform and Zulu.
30.
I've got it now, I've got it. My charts are much clearer, so you've got Uniform here, Zulu is here, there's Sierra, it's rubbish.
SE2S, thank you for all of your brilliant videos.
Oh.
I've learned a ton and it's made such a difference during the lockdown.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Tone225, for your generous donation. I'm glad you've enjoyed it and it's helped improve your simming experience. Very, very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. And glad I kept you entertained. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is the Jefferson chart. They're always like this. My chart has all the individual taxi lines for you. So you've got Zulu Bravo 2, Zulu 2, Zulu Oscar 2. We're going to go take the middle one for Zulu. But it's very confusing because it looks like you've got Zulu up the other side. Thanks for subscribing as well, Breestorm. Thank you. What did Mariana do? So here's Zulu. Oh, sorry, I was blocking my colleague for ages because I was trying to work out where to go. So here's Zulu, and we're going to take Alpha. You've got the blue lines here and all sorts. And then we'll make a right turn onto Alpha here. It's a Sierra bit I can't find. He said Zulu Alpha then Sierra. Is that the whole point? Oh, Sierra 3. Alpha Delta. I'm just trying to find out where it was apart from. So Delta Sierra 3. Oh, where's my first officer? Where do you need him?
Alpaca 4130. Apologies for having some trouble following the taxi instructions. Is there any chance
Me
we
too.
can press the progressive taxi?
No problem with that at all. I've done that before at a complex airport. Last year we went to, I won't say, because I'll give away certain things. But yeah, the taxi instructions we didn't understand, so we just said, yeah, could you just, yeah, he said turn right there, turn left there. It's not a cover, don't feel like if you don't know, because this is confusing. Like, I'm looking at my word chart here. It's pretty confusing.
Lot 139, hold position. Hold before Alpha.
So even here, there's Sierra, but we'll take a right here.
Scandinavian 66, pushback approved.
This is Alpha.
Pushback approved, Scandinavian 66, thanks.
Oh, it can't be too difficult. There's runway 15, so we'll be grand. I actually got the performance from which intersection was it? From Sierra 2. So we could have actually departed there, but we'll go full length. We'll now do the before takeoff checklist. So config we checked, flaps we have 5 green lights, stab trim is set for departure, 6 units set, takeoff briefing, the packs are in auto, the bleeds on, the V-speeds are set, 39, 39, 43, SID change to a LOLC 6 Delta for runway 15, we're going to climb straight ahead to Whiskey Alpha 401 at above 1500 feet, max 200 knots, and then we're going to make a right turn inbound to Whiskey Alpha 402, then gill out and then to Losty, stop climb 6,000 feet, which is set here, added the MCP. It's NADP 1 here, according to my complete documentation, and that's it. Cabin will imagine is secure. Checks complete.
And Alpaca 4130, are you able for immediate departure?
Is that me?
4130, just a minute.
So we're going to take Alpha 2 here. Delta's probably around the other side.
Roger, so Alpaca 4130, hold short of runway 15.
Who's that trying to jump the gun?
Alpaca 443, ready for taxi.
Cheeky.
Alpaca 443, taxi to Hollywood runway 15.
So I know in the ZIBO mod, if you flick the wing lights, it gets the cabin crew to tell you you're ready, which is quite cool.
Hold point runway 15 via uniform Zulu, Alpha, Sierra and Delta. Alpaca 443.
Perfect. Good to see that Alpaca Airways are now dominating now in Europe. We've got a new Polish base here. Hello, Kessie. Dzień dobry. So that's about as close to the holding point you want to go. You don't want to go any closer than that. But you also, you don't have to worry about the desktop sim. But if you're too far away from this, the risk is your back end sticking out too far. And if someone taxis past, poof, they're going to knock your APU out the tail. So we go as close to the line, which is reasonable. From here, it looks like we're quite close. But remember, you're a few feet high. You're actually quite. It looks much better there, but when you look there, it looks like you're much closer. Just like in the real aircraft. Okenshi, little.
Behind landing aircraft Boeing 737-800, line up runway 15 and wait behind.
Cheeky.
430. Behind landing aircraft, line up and wait.
Me?
Runway 15 behind.
Oh, I can't pronounce anything. Alpaca 67 Foxtrot ready for departure in sequence.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, Roger, so hold short of runway 15.
Hold short 15, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. CA97, any words of advice for a student pilot in training during the pandemic? Yeah, CA97, as obviously a lot of you will be very worried, but you know, obviously the industry's taking a huge battering now. I mean, there's no hiding from the fact that's the case. How long it will take to recover, no one knows. Are we in unprecedented territory? I think the industry is. Look at 9/11. That obviously had a huge downturn, which took a few weeks recovery, but it will get better. Look at how airlines want to expand. The need for pilots in the next few years will be huge. Things will be different now afterwards. Who knows? But chin up, crack on with it. That's all I can say. And let's hope things get back to normality soon. I mean. Not taking into account the fact that I had a winter contract at my operator, or have a winter contract at my operator, and I've had the winter off. I wouldn't have now flown for 4 weeks. I think most of my colleagues do, but I haven't actually flown now for months because I had time off in the winter with my contract. And then as soon as I was ready to come back, I passed all my sim checks, ready to go on the line, and then all of a sudden coronavirus hit. So, but yeah, just be confident that things will get better. They will. Sim 737 study, practice, sim, repeat. Yeah, that's pretty much what you do every 6 months. Take advantage of the cheap 100LL, exactly, Brian. Yeah, gas is so cheap now. So it might actually be dark by the time we get to Berlin. We'll be chasing the sunset. But what is the performance here? Look at that, 30 FPS with my sliders turned pretty much all the way to the right. Look at this game. It is awesome. Not sure about the taxi light shining through the wheel. Cost index 100, says Daniel. We can crank up the Mac up slightly. Depends who else is going there. Flight time will be an hour, so what is it now? It's 6:15 here in the UK, so we'll be landing. I reckon if we're airborne soon, we should be landing 7:30 in the UK. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. I haven't even mentioned it once yet. 850 people watching. That's an incredible number for the midweek stream. We're looking for, today, 448 likes, which is our planned true airspeed in the cruise. I always look for a number to link it to. But 448 would be fantastic. Are we doing a quiz today? No quiz today. Our next stream will be on Thursday or Friday. We will do a quiz with a prize. So it's quite a short flight today, no quiz. UK Liam 720, why would you switch the main panel DU and lower DU? The reason we turn the lower DU off is in the 737. If you have an exceedance in any of these parameters, the screen pops up automatically. Obviously in the desktop sim not as alerting, but in the real aircraft, yeah, if that pops up you're going to notice it. And then all of a sudden that's going to make you look down and see what the issue is, so that's why we blank it. It's quite useful if you've got an engine failure or something. Line up runway 15 and wait. Line up 815 and wait to Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. So we've got our line up clearance, guys, so landing lights come on. We turn the taxi line off to remind ourselves we haven't been cleared for takeoff. Strobes can come on now, auto throttle L nav, and transponder to TARA. There we go, so weather radar on too, so confirm we've been cleared to line up and wait?
Yes, cleared to line up and wait.
Clear left?
Clear right.
Just shouting from on the floor. Very good, even though she didn't look.
Approaching.
So checks, MCP's set, transponder is set to TARA, strobe lights are on. Just holding on our takeoff clearance, guys. Thanks for subscribing, Alberto Laguia. Welcome on board, sir. There's our colleagues, Alpaca 4130.
On runway 15.
I butchered these lineups recently. What is going on? The mod is, I've just flown the FlyJ Sim, and the taxiing in the FlyJ Sim feels very different to what the mod feels like. The FlyJ Sim is there's no dampening, so if you turn the tiller straight away, it turns at the same rate as your nose wheel. Uh-oh, blocked mic. Yeah, someone's blocking the frequency. I wonder who that is. I can hear him getting a message as well. He just got a message on VATSIM. I hope that's not someone just messing around. I'll soon get
On runway
booted off if that's the case.
15. On runway 15.
It's idiots. Like, I don't understand why people like either get their mic fixed or just, you know, block the frequency. Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, radio check.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, radio 5x5, and Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, surface wind 030 degrees at 9 knots, runway 15, cleared for takeoff. After departure, low feather EDDT, so monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8. Have a nice evening, bye bye.
Runway 15 cleared, takeoff, Unicom 122 decimal 8 after departure. Thanks for very much the ATC. Good evening, sir. Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Right, so we've got our takeoff clearance, guys. Toga's in chat. Let's stand those thrust levers up to 40%. Start the timer. There we are. Stabilise, push Toga, set, takeoff thrust. Right, forward, pressure on the control column. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal. I'm just in love with the Vulkan. Well done to Laminar, like, this is epic.
80 knots.
Checked, release that forward pressure on the control column. So slight tailwind and crosswind from the left.
139 airline and runway 15 and wait. Line up runway 15 and wait, but 139.
V1.
And up we go. 2 to 2.5 degrees per second. And we are airborne.
Positive rate.
Gears coming up. And trim onto the flight directors.
$400.
And LNAV, a little bit of light turbulence here.
$1,000.
Let's bug up. Let's do a little bit of hand flying on the departure today. There's V2 plus 15. We can select flaps one.
The Aeroflot or the Alpaca?
Aeroflot and Alpaca.
And
And flaps going up.
Taxiway on your left, this is taxiway Sierra.
Don't worry, buddy, I had the same issue trying to find out where I was going.
Alpaca 621, hold position.
Hold position, Alpaca 621.
So there's no ATC. Let's go straight up to flight level 360. And I need to push out into vent as well because we've got that restriction, remember, we put in manually in the FMC. There we are. Let's go VNAV. And we're just going to... Actually, the first turn's done now, so we can accelerate. Set standard. Standard set there, passing 30 for flight level 360. We'll get wings level, engage the autopilot, and then we'll do the after takeoff checklist. What are you giggling on about? But look, you can just see it, how the sim is now with Vulkan. Like, it is epic. Absolutely epic. I don't know much about the details of it, guys, because I'm not a computer guy, but I've installed it. The performance is just phenomenal. Absolutely wicked, guys. Oh, I'm so happy. Right, 122 decimal 8. There we are. So after takeoff checklist, gear to up and off, auto brake to off. Let's turn that off as well. Turn off the panel lighting. It's getting a bit dark here. So air conditioning and pressurization, diff pressure's 2.5, the rest is all looking good here. And set, release the cabin crew. Standard set, passing 5-6, flight level 360, after takeoff checklist complete. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. What are we getting right now, frame rate wise, 45 FPS. It's just sweet, and I've got those sliders super far to the right, guys. I mean, it's excellent. Like, I don't know, and I've got a lot of plugins. I literally installed it, and most of it's working. Most of it's working fine. Oh, sorry, I got some. Sorry, Freckles Aviation. Thank you very much for a £2 donation. Hashtag free Mariana again. What's going on again? Oh no! Oh, they did that a couple of streams ago. What was the reference again? Yeah, well, yeah, but you are hostage, yeah, basically during streaming. Awesome stuff. Start switches to... Yes, sorry, I forgot that. Well done. I didn't forget that. That was the second test of the day. Someone spotted whatever the first thing was. Second the transponder code. And Flame Godzilla, you spotted the second purposeful mistake. Well done to you, sir. Oh, you got it too, Yotta. Well done. Sim 737 Pilot, can you show us your graphics settings? I will at the end, Sim 737 Pilot. I'm going to put it in big words here. Spam. I don't want you to spam the chat, but put it in chat at the end. If not, I'll make sure I do it, load the sim up, and I'll share on Discord. Right. I'm just going to do the checks. You're giggling in the corner there. Somebody says something. 105.360 pre-cruise checks. Fuel 6 pumps. Lights. Logos off, APUs off, pressurization 4.2 set. Release the passengers, recall, checks complete. Look at this performance, man. It's epic. I mean, it's just awesome.
50, 40,
I'm so happy.
20.
Oh,
10.
Thank you very much, Tim Waters, for your incredible support as ever, and another donation coming of £9 there. Had to keep £1 back. Need to buy kitty litter. Oh no. Is that for poor Cadence? Oh dear. Cadence, if you're here in chat, just ignore him. Don't rise to the bait. It was a beautiful model set. Thank you very much, Tim. Very, very kind. Oh dear. I owe all my members a pint or several. Oh dear. Thank you
50,
very much,
40,
Will Bewley,
30,
one of my members for
20,
as well. Thank you very much, Will. I'm here, it's okay, I made it. Free Mariana as well. Thank you very much, Will Bewley. That's great. I've got a funny feeling
50,
we're going to have some
40,
sort of
30,
emoji for
20,
this situation.
10.
Thank you very much as well to Guy Mac. Coming in the donation, would have expected Alpaca to fly from Modlin. Well, thank you very much, Guy Mac. Hey, we have deep pockets. We go to all airports, no matter what the size, and our tickets, our expensive tickets, cover these costs. That's why it costs equivalent of around £200 for every 100 miles. Or you can also pay in straw bales for our herd. There are other options too, but you just have to call customer services and say what you want to pay by. We'll also accept rubles and diamonds and other forms of currency. Thank you very much, Guy Mac. Listen, we did better pushback word today, flawlessly, no problems at all.
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much, Creature2 coming in with a donation, another member there. Out of respect and gratitude to your partner for her supporting you during all these streams, allow me to propose that one of your future streams you pick depart from or lands at Porto. Best regards to all. I like that person. You love that person. I like that person. Thank you very much, Creature2. Yes, we have not visited Porto yet, of course. We'd be very happy to go to Porto, I bet. So, she heard that. Thank you very much, Creature2, and for your continued support as well. Versatile Life, my nationality is Polish, but I live in the US. Love your streams. How do I get Vulkan? I know what it is. You just need to opt into the beta, and then you can get a copy of it. Remember, it is a beta, so things still might go wrong in the sim. But just my initial impacts, and I'm no computer expert, guys. I don't exactly know what it's doing. I think it optimizes the fact that, you know, is that something to do with OpenGL? And I don't want to talk about it because I don't know what I'm talking about. But that old technology. It meant that X-Plane couldn't utilise the performance of modern computers, and this allows the modern computers to use its resources to allow X-Plane. I mean, you see the results yourself. I mean, the quality here, if you look at the streams, the last 10 streams or so, you will notice a difference for sure. I see a huge difference here, but look at the performance. It's the frames per second. I have notched my settings up far higher than I ever had, and we're kind of hitting high 40s here. I loaded in clouds earlier and I got down to 30-35, so yeah, it's phenomenal what a difference it's made, really. Stuart Lindell's cottage pie, wine and flight data sim doesn't get any better. Thanks, Stuart.
50, 40,
very kind
30,
of you.
20, 10.
Pontius Pilot, one of my members again coming with a generous donation here. Here we go.
Sorry late for the stream, did I miss the quiz?
Oh, thank you very much, Pontius Pilot. You are most welcome to turn up at any time as you wish. No quiz today. No quiz today. It's a very short flight. We're going to stream on Thursday or Friday. I haven't decided which day yet. Probably Friday, and I did say to members Thursday, but I'll look at the options there. I'm not going to give too much away in the route, but the members know what we're doing. The approach and landing will be a circle to land. It will be a circle to land. And departing a country we've not departed from before. And the flight time's around 2.5–3 hours. We will have a quiz, and the prize will be something from the merch store of some description. Anyone can play the quiz. As you well know, there'll be 10 questions and a bonus question. But Pontius Pilot, you haven't missed the quiz, as there isn't one. But thank you very much for the donation. Regardless, that's very kind. But I hope you can make the one on Thursday or Friday, which would be great. I mean, I don't even have X-Vision running, and it still looks good. I mean, I'm a happy bunny, guys. I cannot express, you know, the amount of hours the last 3 or 4 days I've put in to try and fix the issues I had last stream. Because my performance has been down the last few streams, but to have this is really good. Into the sunset we go. One thing you might notice, if you have ortho, I think the way that, I don't know again what I'm talking about, that the textures, I have the texture set, not in the highest setting, but to high, but I think they're compressed, so the textures are a little bit off. I mean, for me personally, I think it looks fine, but you might notice it's not as crisp, but yeah, I mean, it's there, it's working fine. 500,000 FPS, I wish, but this is fine. I mean, 40 FPS with everything pretty much maxed out. I can't complain. And don't forget, guys, I'm running in the background streaming software, which is, it doesn't use anywhere near as resources as X-Plane, but it is using them. Sim Toolkit Pro at the top here. We've got Active Sky. Everything's running here, and it's just, I mean, yeah, it's just ticking over really nicely, the PC here. I mean, I'm just looking at the it's 40% on the CPU right now. It's great.
Snagger 4130. Could anyone give me a radio check?
Oh, I can't. Who's the frequency? I wasn't listening for the frequency. Alpaca. Alpaca calling. Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. I read you 5.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Alpaca
10.
dominating the
Thank you very much.
Unicom.
Always fun to watch the streams.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Thank you very much to Mike, who's just donated £1. Thank you very much. Do you know Mental Pilot? I would love to see you chatting with him on your live stream. It would be fun. It would be fun to see the two 737-800 captains chatting about aviation. Well, thank you very much. I've heard of Mental Pilot. I've never met him. And I know his videos obviously are very, very popular. And online you've got all sorts of people making content like that. You've got Mental Pilot, Captain Joe. I mean, I don't watch those videos personally, but they're great for you guys because they give you an insight and answer questions which are always very interesting and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of people ask if they could do different collaborations. At the moment, I quite like running the show on my own at my pace, my time schedule. It just runs quite well, but it's not that I don't dislike anyone. I do love it, and I can recommend so many different guys. Like, I love watching all these videos. Q8 Pilot, I think, is one of the best X-Plane content creators. I'm so happy he's making videos again. He's helped me do loads of stuff. You've got V1 Simulations, he's making videos there. You've got other popular guys who take a different route on things like Captain Canada. I don't watch his videos, but he's obviously very popular as well. There's all sorts of guys here, and I really like, I want all these people to make good content. Everyone has their unique take on things, and I've met some of these guys in Seattle. I met Chewy in Seattle, really nice guy. You know, he credited my videos, which is very kind of him. Squirrel, I met Squirrel. He was an awesome guy, really, really nice. And yeah, all these content creators, and I mean, I should put myself in the same category, I guess. They're all doing what they're passionate about, and if it's one of these guys or even Mentor Pilot, they're all doing we're all explaining what we love, which is what we do these things. So yeah. There you go. I went off on a tangent there. Right, approaching 30,000 feet. Bank angle to 10 degrees. Let's check our ETA. 1820. 3.5 tons. Remember we took that little bit of extra fuel here. Asmi Abed, big fan for the Maldives. Always amazing to see your content. Well, thank you very much. We went to the Maldives about 6-7 years ago, didn't we? An awesome holiday there. 5 years ago. How many likes? 442 likes. Guys, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Remember, we're looking for 448. Oh, we're only 6 away. Oh, maybe I should up that target then. Guys, let's see if we get to 448. There we go. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. That's very, very kind of you. Oh, I might up the target slightly. We've smashed past it. I've only just got airborne. Infinite Flight 8, you forgot to like. Nah, I'll let you off. Oh, that's cool, Asmi. We took one of those seaplanes, no doubt. You might have even flown us. That's wicked. We blew right past that, I know. Thanks, guys. Very kind. Rocky, yeah, I don't want anyone berating any other streamers. Everyone has their unique take on things. You know, I do it my way, other streamers do it their way, so it's all cool. Gary, can a plane auto-land? Yes, absolutely. This aircraft is more than capable of performing an auto-land. Yeah, thanks, Mariana. Yeah, exactly that. Guys, we all have our own opinion on different people, but we don't endorse any berating of anyone else at all. No way. I won't tolerate those sort of things in the stream. Why is the speed so slow next to your altitude? That's a very common question there. A lot of people think this is the actual speed we're doing. Unlike a speedometer in your car, this is your indicated airspeed. And as you climb, the density of the air decreases, which essentially means less air molecules are going through the pitot tube. So this underreads your true airspeed. What your true airspeed is here. Oh god, I've flying the aircraft for so long. There it is, true airspeed. That's the actual physical speed. Oh no, there it is. There's your true airspeed. That's your actual physical speed through the air. Ground speed is true airspeed plus headwind or tailwind component. And this one's important for navigation. Ah yes, notice earlier, there's a slight issue with an ortho tire here, but nothing to worry about. Philip Messenger, thank you very much for your donation there, coming in, €11. Hi Captain, been here from taxi on.
50, 40,
but I have to take care of the barbecue too, that's prioritised. Haven't checked what Vulkan is yet, hope your PC makes it to the arrival runway this time, yeah, fingers crossed. Oh, I was distraught for the Alicante stream last time. Last flight was a treat as usual though. Well, thank you very much, Philip. Yeah, I'd love to jump back into that Fly Sim and demonstrate the DME arc, but we were having performance issues for the whole flight, especially the last half an hour. The FPS was dropping to 20 for whatever reason. But yeah, well, I haven't tried Fly Sim with Vulkan yet. We'll see how it works, but next few streams will be in the ZIBO mod. Thank you very much. So this is something else we noticed. It's a little bug with Vulkan. It appears that what you see here is the contrail of our aircraft that's, we think we were saying earlier when we were testing it in the members stream, that this was some sort of glitch, or it was actually our contrail, so it was being reflected twice or something. So I was looking at that thinking, are they showing contrails from aircraft on VATSIM? But it wasn't. Now that would be super cool if they could somehow program the sim that meant other aircraft on VATSIM have a contrail. That would be super cool if they could do that some way. UFO exclamation mark chemtrails, exactly. Oh, listen to me, that happened before Vulkan 2. Interesting, interesting. What now? Anthony's here, of course. This Alpaca or Airways real top of climb brought to you by Tidy Cat, because sometimes your diorama looks too fun. What word's that? I don't know that word. Calm yourself down in that corner. Random, one of those squares of water, that's Ortho 4XB. There's an issue with the tile. It's photo scenery. You very occasionally get that. So right now, look, about 40 FPS. Beautiful. Rossboss 1998. The chase is on. I'm behind you. Excellent. I hope to get some ATC. Like I said earlier, one of the reasons I chose this sector was due to the fact that we did have ATC both in Warsaw and Berlin. Just now checking the ATC website. Yes, looks like we have ATC in Berlin. Superb. We have two, but both Berlin airports. We've got Berlin Schönefeld and Berlin Tegel with ATC. No upper airways though. Superb. Oh, thanks, Lee Richards. I learned something new today. It's AI aircraft. I don't have any AI aircraft, but it's disappeared now. Performance is wonderful though, really. So already 100 miles from top of descent, so just over 10 minutes. Gary, are you a real pilot in your day job? Yes, sir. Although I haven't flown for many months due to A, contracts, and B, coronavirus.
20.
Thank you very much, Gintaris Staus, who's just coming in with a £2.66 donation. Very kind, sir. Little thanks from me. All the work you have to put in the streams to work. Well, thank you very much. You're very kind, sir. Oh my goodness, thank you very much, Geodrill, coming in with a donation there.
Berlin Tegel, Oktoberfest is cancelled.
Oh, Berlin Tegel, Oktoberfest is cancelled. Thank you very much. Very generous of you, Geodrill. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not October. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to go to Oktoberfest. But thank you very much, donation, both to Geodrill and Gintristol. So thank you. Daniel Coppin, how do you put the FPS on the Avitat? There's a little setting in the mod. Let me try and find it for you. Configure visual effects, maybe. Yeah, show FPS on. There we go. So I just turned it on. Actually, I'll put it off because I don't usually have it. It was just to monitor the performance whilst I switch to Vulkan. Oh, let's hope we don't crash the short final. Oh, Wayne Dog 03. Yeah, I mean we got to do the Gatwick Challenge afterwards, which was a bonus, but no, I would have loved to have actually completed that flight. Jeremy, is your voice on the ZIBO PA? Yes. Phil recorded those a long time ago. And if you listen very carefully to the cabin crew's voice, you might recognise that as well. It's Rage, YouTube, what ortho zoom level and source Bing Maps zoom level 17. Dave Hagen, can you set the passengers of the show? Would love to see the passengers in the cabin. I won't, Dave, because I don't want to start changing things which affect performance during a stream, and seeing that we've had a few crashes recently, I'm not into changing too many settings live, but they would appear. I should do a shared cockpit stream with Mariella. She might pop in and do a landing one day. We've been discussing it. For fun, that'll be off the network, just a fun stream. Be all sorts of different ways of doing that. But yeah, you can see it's come back. Maybe it is a UFO. Maybe it's an alpaca with wings. Someone needs to model alpacas. Brilliant. Domino Musina, rock your wings now. You're flying around 15-20k from where I live. I'm looking at the virtual sky now. Oh, fine. Just for you, Domino's. I don't usually do this. I wouldn't want to do this at work. There you go. I don't want to go too crazy up here. Oh, where's my altitude gone? There you go, just for you. No loops, no barrel rolls today, though. There you go. Did you see it? Ooh. I would never do that at work. I love it, Domino's. Yeah, I saw it. Thank you. You're most welcome. Oh my goodness, where did we go? Right, this is me. I'm going to disconnect here. I might have gone to regret that. Just the automation's a little bit aggressive. Let's just level off manually here and then re-engage the automation. Passengers will be feeling sick a bit now as well. Right, let's trim her out. There you go. That was my fault. That was completely my fault because I put the autopilot in, and the aircraft. If you put the autopilot in a position where the aircraft is quite unattainable to get what it's trying to do, that's how it perhaps would react. You know, I put the autopilot in with an unusual attitude at a high speed here, and it just can't level off. It's pretty realistic, to be fair. Thanks for subscribing, Ellie Gardy. Welcome aboard. Right, so we're not too far away from our top of descent here. Let's start thinking about getting into Berlin. So, Echo Delta Delta Tango. Our arrival, going to be flying the Renki 5 Zulu. Renki Romeo. Oh, right over top, look, Renki 5 Zulu. There'll be ILS 08 left there. ILS 08 left. Get some airport charts as well. Airport, and parking stands, taxi routes. So, hand over controls to Mariana. Her controls will start setting up for the approach then. No, not literally. You're still pilot monitor for the sector. You just make sure that we go in a straight line. Right, let's I should struggle with that. Right, let's go to charts. Oh, I mean, look at this, so clear. Can you see, guys? If you watch my streams frequently, look how clear these are now. It looks fantastic. So good. I can't believe I didn't opt into this beta sooner, really. I mean, well done to Lambda Research. I mean, I haven't ever spoken to those guys, and I like to promote their product, but whatever they've done, those tech brain guys, look at it, it's brilliant. It's so crystal clear. I hope you notice my ecstasy in my voice, you know. It's really, really good to see. Right, forecast winds are in. There's an ATIS online. EDDT ATIS 125 decimal liner. Let's grab the ATIS.
Wind 080 degrees 11 knots variable between 040 and 120 degrees. Cab OK. Temperature 16. Dew point -1 QNH 1025 hectopascals trend. Note significant change information Delta. Out.
Information Delta looks good.
Berlin Tegel information Delta. Med report time 1720. Expect ILS approach runway 08. Left runways and use 08 left and 08 right for. Departure expect runway
50,
08 right runway 08 left on
30,
request.
20,
Transition level 60. Use caution after landing short distance between runways. Expect to stop before parallel runway.
Okay.
Departure frequency Unicom 122. 800. Wind 080.
Perfect, so we've got all the information there. 121.5. Thank you very much to Freckles Aviation's just donated a couple of pounds. You get the radios, let Mariana land. LML. Thank you very much. Good try, not happening on this one. Thank you very much. We need to get butter. It's been a while since we've had a butter. Very kind, Freckles Aviation. Cheers. Cool, so we've got the QNH 1025. I hope you heard all the weather. Easterly winds, so winds favouring the runway. Nice and gentle. That's executed. We can preset the QNH on the PFD. That's set. Now put the fixings in. Runway 08 left fix /10 and /4. 3 times our height with 360, so 3570 105 /108. So that's all in. So let's have a look at this arrival. So we have Avitab Airport. So coming in from Renki here. After Gilas, you can see Renki there. Let's go to plan. Step through. And zoom in. So we're going to go Renki to Randall. Randall is here. Randall to Lanham. And that's it. That's the routing for the arrival. And then vectors of some sort or the transition. Chart mentions 250 below 100 standard. RNAV equipment necessary. Vertical planning information. Pilots should plan for possible descent clearance of at or below flight level 100 by radar. We've got 100 below in the FMC. Perfect. So that's it really. Terrain. No terrain issues here at all. 2,400 is the highest. This little arrow here on the chart means that's the highest point on the chart. So 1329. So expecting vectors, otherwise we'll fly from Lanham what's in the FMC. Lanham transition to is it Klagenfurt? Oh, I remember how to pronounce this. Klagenfurt 48, Araba 5000. That checks in the FMC. Then it's KLF 41, going down to 4,000 feet. Then 3,000 feet or above here. I'm just going to delete this. See where ZIBO's going to put us. 3,105. That's fine. And then on to localizer, which is Ligba. And Ligba is going to be the point at which we intercept the ILS. So there we are.
50, 40.
Thank you very much again, Will Bewley, for the £2 donation. Happy birthday to Grandma Elizabeth II. Is it the Queen's birthday today? Is it the Queen's birthday today? Oh yeah, I did see something in the news about she's not firing off her cannons or something. That could be seen badly. Happy birthday, Maggie, if you're watching my stream. Okay, let's not go down still. I don't think she's watching our stream somewhat. Right, Takeoff's going on standby. 1, 1, 2, 3. I can't see the screen. Oh dear. Final approach course 079. Stop laughing. I do like the old Queen though. I am I won't say a royalist, but I think the Queen and the monarch's a good thing. Final approach track is in 079079. Height check 1530. That's in the outer marker. Outer marker is 3902. One ADF still hit. A few ADFs left already there, so 3902. We'll pop the ADF on. ADF maps and ADF. Minimums for this approach: 200 AGL, 310 RVR, standard 550 meters. All this coding here at the bottom, I don't usually go into much more detail, but this is this is how the RVR changes. It's all based off what equipment or lighting is available. So you can see here, look, without a heads-up display, autopilot flight director, your RVR increases to 750 meters. And RVR is very important for a legal context. The visibility regarding an autoland is always based off of RVR, not the cloud base, and we need to make sure that we have the RVR required to fly the approach. Standard Cat 1 ILS is 550,
50,
Cat
40,
2 300, Cat
30,
3 200.
20,
You need to make sure
10.
that you have the RVR. Otherwise you have an approach ban. You can fly the approach, but if the RVR is below the required minimum 1,000 feet, it's mandatory go around. And if you are below 1,000 feet, then the RVR drops below minimums. You can continue to the minimums. But guys, yeah, this is again for your simulator experience. If you're a line pilot, don't take the information I'm giving you. This is just for the sim guys to replicate it based on my knowledge. You know, I might be making a mistake or something. Hashtag disclaimer. Thank you very much to Lizzie Windsor. You see that? Someone's made an account called Lizzie Windsor to donate.
50,
Thank
40,
you very much.
30,
Many thanks
20,
for the birthday wishes. Big up,
10.
Flight Deck to Sim, massive. Lizzie Windsor, thank you so much for coming in and taking your afternoon.
Welcome to the dark side.
Oh my god.
Hope you enjoy Vulkan. Just watched the Street Rider racing and it looks awesome.
Thank you.
Have you ever thought about doing that, or have you done it before? Free Mariana.
Thanks very much, Max Milano, for understand for the donation. Very kind. Welcome to the dark side. I'm loving Vulkan, and I haven't taken part in glider racing, but thank you very much, Max Mellon. But wherever you are, Lizzie Windsor, whoever you are, absolute banter alert to you. That is superb. I'm just passing top of the head here because I've been so distracted. Let's go level change because I don't want VNAV to die. Oh, that was brilliant. Thank you so much. Glider racing, never done that, but Lizzie Windsor coming in. That was just the best thing I've ever seen. Absolutely superb. Oh, guys, right, nearly done with the descent planning. 250 below 100. I just want to punch in this box. Oops. Should accept that. Oh, no, it's not letting me do 250 below 100. Zibo, if you're watching. It's because we're in the descent phase. Zibo, if you're in the descent phase, you should be able to still change your speed restriction. So, I want to note that one down as a bug. So, we've done everything else. Minimums, we just need to set 310 feet. Coming up now. Preset QNH minimums. Go around procedure is climb on runway track 3000, 4 miles from Tegel VOR, turn left, continue to 5,000 feet outbound from Neil Whiskey Bravo to Lanum, and which is the initial, which is the point we're flying to soon. Cool. So we've got some centre here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Happy days. Just landing performance to come, guys.
To proceed direct to Osnabrück, Oscar Sierra November. Proceeding to Osnabrück, Oscar Sierra November, Eurotrans 68 latitude. Alpaca 4130, turn right heading 300. 4130, right heading 300.
Radar, good evening, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, descending flight level 200 inbound to Gilas.
Alpaca 67 Fox, Bremer radar, hello, identified, cleared Renki 5 Zulu arrival, descent level 140.
Renki 5 Zulu, descend flight level 140, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. So 140 coming in the box, or the MCP set, and we've been cleared on the Renki 5 Zulu as we have briefed. So just the landing performance to come, VNAV profiles coming back in, so we go back onto VNAV, that's looking good. There's Renki coming up, so let's have a look at the runway here. So we're going to land 08 left, we'll aim for the high speed here at Romeo Echo, make sure we hold short of 08 right, because it could be a departure, and then we'll taxi onto stand, we'll see where he takes us. We've got all the charts we need here. I shouldn't get lost here like I did in Warsaw. So just the performance to come. Fuel weight balance, performance landing, runway, 08 left, let's use 0 knots wind. Where's the ATIS? 08011, oh, I'll just do it properly.
110, Alpaca 14, cleared 08 left, left, very much.
Temperature is 16. QNH is 1025. Flat 30. Just landing weight to come. 4, gonna burn another 500 kilos, landing weight exactly 61 tons.
119625, arrival for 4130, have a good day.
There we are, flat.
67 Fox, same for you, arrival 119625, ciao.
What's that for us? 119625, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, bye. There's arrivals coming in. So yeah, landing performance fine. Look, flap 30, order brake 3. That actually works out quite nicely for Romeo Echo. Cool. So, radars now online.
4130 with you, passing flight level 1504.
We had a with you. We had a with you.
4130. Good evening. Can I have the call sign again, please?
Alpaca.
Alpaca 4130. Inspector Charlie Panther 4130. Alpaca. What a nice call sign.
He's got another one now.
Continue descent. Flight level is 70, please, and expect ILS runway 08 left. Descending flight level 70, and we are on a vector heading 300. Yeah, fine. Vector heading 300 is very nice. Thank you very much, Alpaca 4130.
Bremen radar, good alarm. It's Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, descending flight level 140, and we're inbound Renki for the Renki 5 Zulu.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot arrival, very good evening. Expect ILS 08 left, descent flight level 70.
Expect ILS 08 left and descend flight level 70, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. You know, when I go back to work, I'm going to be saying Alpaca. Thanks for subscribing, Jolandi. Welcome on board, sir. Punishment, I butchered the name of my workplace. I hope you're not playing that back.
Level 100 ILS runway 07, electronics 56 Foxtrot.
He's probably thinking, what the hell's going on with the alpacas? Absolutely. Only airborne for 40 minutes is a lot shorter than this flight than I thought it would be. Alberto, I don't understand English, but it is a great pleasure to be able to see the 1150 Vulkan version up close. Well, Alberto, your English, your written English is fantastic, far better than my language ability to speak any other language or write it. So yeah, this is Vulkan. Right now we're 35, 40 frames per second with most sliders to the right. It's working beautifully, very silky smooth.
Direct on 136.1. Thank you very much.
Oh, was that me?
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, turn left heading 250 degrees.
Heading 250 degrees, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. So heading select. So it looks like we might get cut in a little bit here. We'll keep an eye on this. We'll need to definitely lose a little bit more height quickly here. If he sends me back off towards Lanham, that's fine. So I'm just going to go level change now. And I'm just going to bug about 2.9. Let's do 300. So I just think he's going to cut us in a little bit tighter here. It's exactly what I'd be doing in reality here. Your rate of descent will increase 5,500, not unusual. ZIBO has completely rewritten the automation, or how the autopilot works. It is so good now. Like, it was a little bit aggressive in the past. Now it's like really, really good, guys. Really good. So I'm not going to update the FMC just yet, because if I do that, he might go actually Alpaca 67 Foxtrot now route direct to Radel, and I'm then like, oh, I just deleted it. So keep it going down. I'm just going to dip below the profile. As I said, I don't expect to be going all the way out here now. Pop the seatbelt sign on. Oops. Ah, yeah, thanks, man. Pilot Mike, who is in the chat, and most of you know who you are if you're a frequent viewer of my streams. He's a good friend of mine. He is a first officer flying the 787, known him for many, many years. And he does have a website to assist people who might be thinking about becoming a pilot. Go check out his Pilot Mike website. Go check out his Instagram. He's got a Warbirds Instagram, because we've been playing War Thunder in Discord and a few other things. But yeah, he's off work like me, and he's always here in my streams helping us. So Mike, again, thank you so much for coming in and helping the guys. So here's a nice little thing to remember. If you're being vectored downwind, it's nice to be, when you're exactly parallel with the runway, you want to be around 7,000 feet if you're getting vectored onto a 10-mile final. That works out quite nicely. A nice little tidbit that was given to me many years ago. In your downwind, you want to be around 6,000 feet AGL descending, and being vectored onto a 10-mile final. You should be around that height. Remember, that's above aerodrome level, not or AGL, sorry. So again, we're 2,000 feet low on profile, but based on what we might expect, that's looking okay. In fact, I'm confident that we're not going to go to Lanham. I'm going to put direct to Kilo Lima Foxtrot 48. There you go. That's actually putting us very low. But again, remember this. That's why, because we're going way past 10 miles. Look, that's going out all the way there. So we'll keep an eye on it. Bring the speed back to 250 now, anyway, for below 100, and we'll see what he does. We're in a nice position now to accept a shortcut to a 10-mile final instead of going all the way out here. and it's always a guessing game. You want to listen, see what other aircraft are doing. If you're not sure, you can ask how many track miles you can expect. There's all sorts of different ways of doing this. All I care about is how well the sim is running. Dida Ottenberger, what's your stream overlay? This is from Sim Toolkit Pro at the top here. Thank you very much, Alberto. Glad you're here. Will Bewley, where is Jack? He's asleep behind us. Oh yeah, for members, you can see Jack right now. He's in the Furry Friends channel on Discord. Right now, his existing position. We went for an hour walk just before the stream.
56 Foxtrot, contact director, frequency 136.1, happy landing, ciao.
Matt Haynes, loving this stream. What map source of Ortho are you using and zoom level? And did you grab it separately using Ortho 2XP? I just used the old 120 version to download. I think it's 120 or 130. It's Bing Map zoom level 17. So approaching flight level 100, do the post-cruise checks now. Fuel 4 pumps. We have 4 tons on board. What's going on? AP's off, pressurization set, seatbelts on. Recall, pop the logo light on as well. Dark Tommy Lads, checks complete.
During 767, we would like to perform some touch and goes in Berlin Tegel.
Roger, this is approved until further notice. Let's see what the traffic tonight is bringing. First of all, fly a heading of 240 to intercept the ILS 08.
So we're doing touch and goes in Tegel.
Okay, left heading 240 to intercept the ILS 08, left, Eurowing 767.
Oh, ZIBO! Oh, I completely forgot to check this, ZIBO. Oh, sorry, buddy. The fuel temperature is now a little bit more realistic. It now lags behind TAT on the climb and then eventually reaches the tunnel air temperature. But I completely forgot ZIBO. Sorry about that. Just saw Nightbot come up there.
Okay, danke.
I hope he hasn't forgotten us. There's someone on final there. We've seen the airport. What a lovely time to come into the approach. Sun's just about to set, guys.
Charlie Mike, passing flight, passing 3,500.
Guys, 900 people watching the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in on your Tuesday evening, Tuesday morning, wherever you are in the world. Hope you're all doing very well. Chilling out on another Flight Sim live stream, just on vectors now for the approach into Berlin Tegel. This is the only sector we're doing today. It was just a test for the Vulkan, and boy, oh boy, it is brilliant.
Guys, in you go.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, descent altitude 4,000 feet, turn left heading 190. Contact director 136.1.
That's too much. Okay, descend altitude 4,000 feet, left heading 190 degrees, and director 133.61, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Bye.
Frequency is 136.1.
136.1, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Bye. Now, I can tell you now, straight away, you would not get all that information at once from an ATC controller. That's way too much. They wouldn't tell you to descend to an altitude. They didn't tell me the QNH. Well, maybe it did. It was, see, your short-term memory cannot absorb that information. So set QNH 1025, passing 7,100, 4,000 feet, standby altimeter set. I mean, even in real life, for pilot monitoring on his own, that's a lot of information for him to take in and copy correctly. So yeah, it should only get... you shouldn't get all that there. You see how much that was difficult for me. Frequency one. So 1361.
Contact director. Frequency 1361, right.
Left.
Director, good evening. Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, descending altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1025, heading 190 degrees.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, Bremen radar, identified, descent 4,000 feet, and turn left heading 180.
180. 180, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1025, heading 190 degrees.
180. 180, descent 4,000 feet, and turn left heading 180. 180. 180, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1025, heading 190 degrees.
Descent altitude 4,000 feet, left heading 180 degrees, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. There we are, so go back direct to Ligba. And we're about 1,000 feet high, but that's based on us going straight inbound to Ligba, but we'll keep it as it is. If we get turned in straight away, I'm already going 200 knots clean, so I can go back to 220 now. Forgot to set the order brake, look, order brake 3. We're in a good position to go straight to flat 1, flat 5 if we get turned inside. So yeah, this is looking really nice. Nice continuous descent. I hope that made sense with regards to how I was explaining we go below the VNAV profile, because I was expecting this sort of shortcut, not doing that full routing. That's just based off, you know, 10 years experience. You know what to expect. The factory controls are very good at replicating real procedures and stuff, and you have to look beyond the VNAV profile loads sometimes, especially when you get vectored. That's why it's important to keep the FMC updated. 220 knots, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, maintain 220 knots.
Wilco.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, descend 3,000 feet.
Descent altitude 3,000 feet, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. What's the tower frequency? 124525.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, left heading 110. Left heading 110, clear IS 08 left, maintain 220 knots.
Left heading 110 degrees on the heading, cleared to intercept the approach for 08 left and maintain 220 knots, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. I mean, look at that. Bang on the money. It's just some stuff you cannot teach. I'm joking, guys. Right, vertical speed. Just want to make sure we got tower on standby. 124525.
Channel 56 Foxtrot, descend 3,000 feet on present heading clear IS 07 left.
Saving lots of fuel, these continuous descents. So he wants us to maintain 220 for a while. That's for spacing, that's fine. We just need to be careful. We've got a lovely strong headwind here to help slow us down on final. Always be aware of what the wind's doing. If you've got a strong headwind, you'll be able to manage the energy a little easier. Tailwind is nasty. It can be quite difficult to maintain your speed. We can keep 220 until about 10 miles, and then we need to start configuring and slowing down. For that reason, I'm just going to dip slightly below the glide path. So we'll be cleared to intercept, so there comes Warlock. Localizer alive, localizer captured, runway heading 079. ZIBO, guys, this version, he's going to release it publicly, I think. Get it, it's fine. 340.22, 340.22, I think it's going to come public after the stream. So I'm going to go flap 1 now. Alpaca 67 Foxtrots, localizer established on 08 left. Can we reduce speed?
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, reduce speed to 170 knots or greater until 6 nautical miles final.
170 knots or greater till 60 ME, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. That's completely fine. Approach is coming in now. So 170 till 6, go flap 5.
1,000 to go.
Left heading 180.
And I'm actually going to bug 184. Glyso capture, missed approach altitude.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, contact Tiger Tower 124.525. Have a nice landing, goodbye.
124525, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Thank you, Juice. There we are. 079, missed approach. Max 3,000 initially, so 3,000 feet set. Guys are fully established. We'll maintain 170 knots or greater until 60 ME. We'll do 180 for him, just because obviously wants me going quicker because it's on behind us. It's ground as well. 12175. Guys, 1,000 people watching this stream, guys. 1,000! I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for coming in, having a look at Vulkan. As I've said, superb. When I say get the Vulkan Beta, absolutely. Just make sure your plugins all work, but most of the scenery is all working. His radio's a bit crackly. So, there's no DME here, so if you look at the chart, look, it just says localizer, no DME associated with this runway. What you can do, the DME is associated with, I don't have JEPI charts that work, so all the information's convoluted here. You can tune Tegel. I actually think they've got distance readings based off Tegel. It just means that pilot monitoring would lose the localizer scale on his PFD. You can cross-tune them though. You don't need to have them both tuned. You do for a Cat 2 or Cat 3. But we can go back to the flat 5 speed now. Look at that scenery, looking really, really nice. Slightly off the localizer though. The real aircraft it locks onto that. We're slightly to the right. It did that earlier in testing. So I don't know if that's the mod or X-plane, but yeah, it should be bang on that localizer. You can even see it visually. Look, we're slightly to the right here. Did I check in with tower? Guys, did I check in with tower? I don't think I did. No, thanks, Michael. That's why I did pile. Tegel Tower, hello. It's Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, ILS 08 left, approaching 4 miles. Gear down, flight 15.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, Tegel Tower, can you wind 0 increase 1 knot, runway 08 left, clear to land.
Runway 08 left, clear to land, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Gear down, flat 15, landing checks to flap. Start switch, continuous recall check, speed brake on, green light, landing gear down, 3 green, order brake set to 3. Landing flight coming in now, flat 30. Flaps 30. 30, green light, lights are on. We are clear to land. Checklist is complete. Get your landing guesses in. Butter, great landing, whatever the other things say. I hope it works with the overlay, with the Vulkan. I think it does. Right, all stable. Disconnecting now, guys. 1,000 people watching this mega. Disconnecting autopilot, water frontal. No, I know I can push that again now. Right. Let's get back onto the localizer. It's been drifting right slightly with the guidance there, the mod, but wind's okay. Down the runway.
Approaching 08 left.
Checked. Glad he's behind us. Touch and goes. Excuse me. Oh, make sure the parking brake's not set. I had that issue earlier. I accidentally set the parking brake in flight. I was wondering why it was stopping after I finished braking. 3 reds, pitching up ever so slightly. Get back onto the profile. There we are. And continue that target rate to set around 650, 700 feet per minute. Scenery's from Aerosoft, guys. The Berlin Tegel. It's very nice.
Approaching minimum.
Checked.
Gonna tickle you now.
You need to stop doing that. But it's not actually tickling, you're just saying it. Unbelievable, what a distraction. Sterile cockpit, please. Continue. Unbelievable. I ballooned high now, blame you. 4 whites. Doesn't matter at this station. Check. Close. Just hold that attitude. Hold that attitude. Oh, not bad. -167. Speed brakes up. Reverses green. There we are, 72%. 100 knots. 8 knots manual braking. Order brake disarm. So you need to be careful here. Don't cross this runway because someone's taking off. There's 60 knots coming. Idle reverse. Vacate and we'll hold short of 08 right, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. There we are. So we need to hold short here because there is a runway aircraft departing. There we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Berlin. Local time, 8:15. The sun has just set. Runway ahead. And we'll just set the parking brake there for now. Happy days. Right, let's do the rest of the cleanup. Order brake can come off. Transponder to out of.
50, 40, 30,
Trim going to 4
20,
units.
10.
Thank you very much, Easy Windsor, coming in with another donation. Cross 08 right, ground 121725, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Bye. Oh my goodness. Sorry, 12175, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Choose. Right, Thank you very much, Lady Wins there. Most acceptable landing, perhaps one would find a role in the Royals flight crew. Thank you very much. Oh my god, who's turned on the disco orange lights here? Oh yeah, don't forget to stow the reversers as well. Oh, so much going on. I'm trying to do the clean up and taxi and contact ground. My goodness. Has the trim sound changed? No, I actually have the trim sound disabled.
4130, that's fine.
Thank you very much.
Approaching 26 left.
Grass works fine. Look at that colour. Look at red. That's really nice.
For some reason, can we taxi back to gate 07?
Uh-oh.
Easy.
Tech problem.
Mike 8 from taxi to gate 7 via Sierra Mike at left hand Papa Mike.
Taxi back 07 via Sierra Mike and Papa Mike, sorry.
Sorry, choose. Oh my goodness, look where I'm going. I'm trying to find the flipping taxi chart. Tegel ground, good evening, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, just cross 08 right at Romeo Echo.
Alpaca 67 Foxtrot, welcome to Berlin Tegel, taxi to stand 65 via Papa Echo.
Stand 65 via Papa and Echo, Alpaca 67 Foxtrot. Right, where on earth is this Alpaca, where on earth is this stand? So we vacated there, he wants stand 65. Okay, I think that's just in a straight line here. Yeah, it's a straight line here, and it's going to be on the right. Ah, very simple. Just to show you guys, sorry, because I'm always looking at this on my own ground here. So yeah, straight ahead, and it's just here. Stand 65. Cool. Right, we'll do the rest of the cleanup. If I've not done already, Pro P can come off. Oh, looking good up there. Weather radar off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Berlin. One of the most best performance flights from the PC ever. This Vulkan thing is absolutely phenomenal, super cool. Go grab it. You've seen already what the performance benefits are, and the quality of everything is just superb. Absolutely mega. Oh.
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much, Dominic Orsini, for the $2 donation. Thanks for the ride, Captain. You're most welcome. Thanks for coming on another flight. A very, very kind of you donation there. Thank you very much.
40, 30, 20.
Thank you very much, Rain Lacey, coming in with a donation there. Why has that not come up on my Streamlabs? Give it 2 seconds. It's a bit slow sometimes. There's our colleagues on stand 64. We're going to be right next to him. Here comes stand 65. A second leg. Not today, guys. Not today. Just the one sector. Whoever's donated, just give me 2 seconds. It's not come up on Streamlabs for some reason. APU's available. Next to our colleague, Alpaca 4130. There's our marshallet. Where? I have no idea. Whoever donated, sorry. Oh, there it is, Rain Lacey. 5 years. Only just come in. Thanks, Captain. I learned something every stream. Working legal, but always want to be an airline pilot. Might in the next few years. Well, Ryan Lacey, thank you very much for your donation, and good luck if you choose to change your career. There'll be plenty of opportunities to come up in the future for sure. But thank you very much for your donation. Right, we'll just cross his arms. So that'll do. Right, we've got 2 blues, 1 red. Engine's dead. There we are. Passenger fasten belts come off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Berlin Tegel with the sun setting. Our colleagues are here, and we've made it another safe, successful flight. And what an awesome sector! Wow, I can't believe it. Mega. I can't believe how good Vulkan is, the performance it gives me now. It's just absolutely awesome. I'm so happy with it. FPS right now, about 25-30, but I have everything maxed out on the right here. It's pretty smooth, as you saw on departure of the flight. So yeah, it's payware scenery, lots of aircraft here, with lots of max settings. So yeah, very happy with that.
50, 40.
Thank you very much, Tom Knudsen, for the donation there. Coming in with a little comment.
Hello ground, this is 5 flag 1696, requesting pushing
Looks like your sim is finally working.
Finally, Tom. Oh my goodness. You know, you guys and members, how much I've been pulling my hair out with the last few streams and how the performance has dropped off. But yeah, so far so good. Looking really, really hopeful for the future now with streams coming up and stuff. But yeah, thank you very much, Tom, for your donation there. Awesome stuff. So I've just disconnected off the network there. Thank you very much as well, KL74, for the €2 donation. Once spent 4 hours waiting on an Ein in that tent. EIN? Have I missed something there, KL74? I know Ein is it Eindhoven? I don't know, but thank you very much. I don't know what tent you're referring to, but I'm sorry I had to spend so much time in there. Thank you very much indeed. Right, I'm just going to have a look at some of the comments in the approach and landing. Subscribe butter APU. Yeah, we got the APU. 666 likes. Yes, the links there. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button just before you head off on your evening. Thank you so much as well for smashing past that target as well. Rest in peace, nose wheel. It was a little firm, perhaps. Brace. Yeah, you guys are so critical if you don't see the butter.
40, 30,
it's unbelievable.
20,
thank you very much, Pete Trish, as well, for your help, firstly, getting my PC up and running. Again, secondly, for the pound. Glad the debug of the sim went back to flight deck to sim. Thank you very much, Petridge. Absolutely, it's all working absolutely fine here. Guys, I think it's about time we cue the funky replay music. Thank you very much as well to Volprick coming over the donation there. Missed the stream, gonna catch up later. Volprick, a pleasant flight, and hopefully you've learned something new about continuous descent. Thanks for subscribing as well, VB Wizard as well. Don't forget to subscribe too if you want to stay up to date with the latest content as well. Here comes the infamous Flight Deck to Sim funky music. Ah, there we go. We all want to hear it. Lovely, jubbly. Right, let's have a look at this replay. Laminar research, Vulkan. Well done, guys. Absolutely nailed it. It's so good. And it's not even finished. They're still optimizing this. Thanks, little scruffy bad pilot, for subscribing as well. Welcome to the channel.
50, 40, 30.
Here we go on the approach. Thank you very much. Oh, that was you, Volprick, coming with a donation. Cheers, buddy. It's just come through now. Thank you. Nice. It could have been a little gentler, but you guys have come so picky on the streams. There's always an FPS jump now with the clouds. From what I understand, that's due to the gear smoke. Let's see if we can touch down right when the beat drops. Let's try and time it. Here it comes. I think we timed this quite well. There we go. I love this song. It's so cool. Touchdown. Lovely. Let's do one more. Awesome. The lighting's really good. I don't even have X-Vision turned on. I quite like the default lighting now. Awesome. Right on the money as well. Fantastic. Down on the nose was a little bit firm, but it could take that. I wasn't too bad at all. I'll take it. Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you so much for coming in on this kind of impromptu stream. I only said I was going to do this about 3 hours ago. But thanks for spending your Tuesday evening here if you're in Europe. If you're in the US, thanks for spending your morning with me wherever you are in the world as well. Great to see that the sim now is working as buttery as my landings are, which it's all going very well. And I'm going to stay in opted for Vulkan. It's certainly giving me huge performance gains and allowing me to stream without having to worry about any performance issues. And that shuts me up moaning because I know you guys are all here to see the same thing, which is to learn how to fly a desktop simulator as realistic as possible. And I continue to do that as often as I am breathing, let's hope. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you very much to the moderators for helping in chat, all the members. Thank you for everyone that joined as a member today as well. Donated, subscribed as per usual. Your support is greatly appreciated. Guys, I will see you either on Thursday or Friday for the next stream for the Circle to Land. Keep an eye out on the social media feeds to find out where we're going. Otherwise, stay safe as ever in these times, and I'll see you all again very soon. Good evening from me.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Settings. Okay, let's just vacate the runway. Hold on. I got it, guys. Don't worry. I've got it. Your request has been copied. I was just about to shut the laptop off and I saw the chat. Settings. Thank you very much, Freckles Aviation. I just caught that as well. It's cool, this beat. Love it. There we are. There's a full stop. And as requested, let's have a look at the settings. There we are. So, visual effects, high, dynamic range, high on texture quality, 4 times SAA, Vista medium, I don't need it any higher, reflection detail stuff, minimal, there's the rest of it. So, I hope that answers any queries there. There you go. General there, sound there, graphics. Cool stuff, guys. Sorry, I completely forget, and I hope you have a great evening as ever. See you all soon, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.